Good day, viewers. Welcome to another edition of the Daily Strange Stories. I'm John Brown. Our lead story for today: CCTV clues, tracking signals and timeline of events. 3 police officers found dead in Hennops River. South Africa, a land of diverse landscapes and complex narratives, often finds itself grappling with stories of loss and the relentless pursuit of truth. This is the story of 3 police officers, their fateful journey, and the chilling discoveries made within the depths of the Hennops River. A narrative pieced together through CCTV footage, tracking signals, and a desperate search for answers. Last week, a wave of concern washed over South Africa as news spread about 3 missing police officers. Cebekhulu, Boipelo Senoge, and Keamogetswe Buys, all dedicated members of the South African Police Service, had vanished without a trace while traveling from the Free State to Limpopo. What began as a routine assignment quickly transformed into a harrowing mystery, triggering a massive search operation that would ultimately reveal a scene of profound tragedy. Cebekhulu, a 24-year-old constable, served in crime intelligence in the Free State. Boipelo Senoge, a 20-year-old constable, was part of the visible policing unit. Keamogetswe Buys, a 30-year-old constable, was also stationed in the Free State. Their mission was deployment to Polokwane, Limpopo. What was intended to be a straightforward trip soon turned into a desperate search against time. The last confirmed sighting of the officers and their vehicle, a white Volkswagen Polo with registration number JCL401FS, was in the vicinity of the Braakfontein interchange in Centurion, Gauteng. CCTV footage showed them heading north, seemingly unaware of the tragic events that awaited them. The question lingered: what transpired in the hours that followed? What sequence of events led these officers to their untimely fate in the cold, unforgiving waters of the Hennops River? The search for the missing officers intensified, spearheaded by a dedicated team of saps investigators. Every clue, every fragment of evidence, was meticulously scrutinized. The investigation gradually pieced together a timeline of the events leading up to their disappearance. According to reports, the chain of events began just before 7 p.m. on April 24. Cebekhulu picked up Boipelo Senoge from her residence in Mangaung. Sources indicated that Linda and Boipelo shared a romantic connection, and Boipelo was accompanying Linda and Keamogetswe to Limpopo, even though she was not officially part of the deployment. Later, just before 10 p.m., Linda collected Keamogetswe from her home in Bloemfontein, using the state vehicle, the white VW Polo. At approximately 10 past 10 p.m., the trio made a brief stop at the engine Heidedal in Bloemfontein. 3 hours later, they were seen passing through the barrage area, which marks the border between the Free State and Gauteng, heading towards Johannesburg on the N1. Their next stop was at the engine Grasmere, in the Lenasia area, where they were captured on CCTV footage. Keamogetswe was observed stepping out from the driver's side of the vehicle, putting on her hoodie before seemingly entering the store. They refueled and made their payment before leaving a few minutes later. The footage revealed that it was raining heavily at the time. This was reportedly the last known footage of Keamogetswe and the vehicle the trio were traveling in. After the engine stop, they proceeded to pass through 3 atoll gantries. Just before 2 a.m., they were tracked passing the Kingfisher Atoll and the Owl Atoll gantry on the N1 towards Johannesburg. Around 2 a.m., Keamogetswe sent a message to her husband, the last communication she had with him. The vehicle's tracker signal was last detected a few minutes later near the Shell Ultra City in Midrand. It was within this area that all 3 of their cell phone signals were lost, along with the vehicle's tracking signal. It was believed that they had crashed into the Hennops River approximately 10 kilometers from the Shell Ultra City on the N1. The Hennops River, a tributary of the Crocodile River, is known for its strong currents and unpredictable nature, especially during periods of heavy rainfall. The river has a history of flash floods, making it a dangerous waterway, particularly at night. This section of the N1 is known to be particularly dangerous during heavy rains. On Monday, search and rescue divers discovered the bodies of 2 males. One body was found inside a vehicle, a silver Renault Kangoo panel van located about 7 meters underwater in the Hennops River. The vehicle owner was identified as an SAPS employee from the Littleton police station. Another male body was found, wearing red pants, similar to what Linda was wearing on the morning they went missing. That evening, a security guard at a nearby golf estate spotted a body floating in the river. The body of a female, wearing a white Apple watch on her wrist, was retrieved. The watch was similar to the one worn by Boipelo on the day she went missing. The next morning, police investigated what they believed to be the crash seen along the N1 highway just before the Hennops River bridge. Volkswagen Polo vehicle parts were discovered in this area, leading them to suspect that the vehicle had plunged into the river at this location. Sources indicated that the river was flowing rapidly on the morning the officers were driving. On Tuesday afternoon, the body of Keamogetswe was recovered under a bridge in Blackwood Street in Centurion, less than a kilometer from where Boipelo's body was found on Monday night. All three officers' bodies were positively identified on Tuesday afternoon by family members. National Police Commissioner General Fanny Masemola addressed the media, expressing his condolences to the families of the officers. He reportedly said that they had hoped to find the three police officers safe and unharmed, but unfortunately, that was not the case. He confirmed with deep sorrow that the three members had been found along with two other bodies. He also cautioned the public against creating false narratives about what may have happened to the officers. During a briefing, Police Minister Senzo Mthunu conveyed his condolences to the families and requested that the public exercise sensitivity. He urged the public to have compassion and sympathy on this sensitive matter and to refrain from creating wrong impressions or replacing facts with speculation. The tragic deaths of these three officers underscore the inherent dangers faced by law enforcement officials on a daily basis. The long hours, challenging conditions, and the constant potential for encountering perilous situations take a significant toll. In South Africa, these risks are often exacerbated by factors such as substandard road conditions, high crime rates, and limited resources. The psychological impact of these stresses on officers is often overlooked, contributing to issues like burnout and mental health challenges. Police are still searching for the missing Volkswagen Polo. Locating the vehicle is essential to determining the precise circumstances surrounding the crash and providing a sense of closure to the grieving families. The recovery of the vehicle is expected to provide crucial insights into the events that led to the tragedy. Advanced sonar technology and underwater drones are being deployed in the search efforts, highlighting the commitment to uncovering the truth. Thank you for watching this news video. We'd love to hear what you think about this story, so please leave your comments below. We read them all and appreciate your insights. Join us again in our next strange story. Until then, goodbye.